thing that was most amazing about Melissa Hortman is she could be deep in the weeds on transportation policy, trying to craft a major deal. And when we would do that, she would shift immediately to talking about gardening or about her dogs or about her kids or about an upcoming wedding. And she could compartmentalize and separate that, and there was no carryover emotion to it.
Melissa Hortman spent 20 years serving in the Minnesota House.
In ways big and small, she shaped the institution and the people who work there. Caroline Cummings shares some reflections on how her legacy endures.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
No matter who you talk to at the Minnesota Capitol, they'll tell you Melissa Hortman was a political force.
She is the Michael Jordan of the legislature.
But what's more is she put people above politics. Just ask this rank-and-file Republican who strongly opposed Hortman on many issues.
People like to say authentic all the time, so I hate to use that word too much. But unguarded is that you talk to them and they will talk to you as a human being and not worry about how that's like perceived in their position. That was a big difference, despite her being, you know, she is a really big deal.
GOP Representative Nolan West says while he didn't know Melissa Hortman as well as others, he admired the way she carried herself when politics can be so ugly today.
Everybody says nice things after somebody passes generally. The way you can tell this situation is different than the generic nice things is the nice things weren't generic. Like everybody had specifics. And she was always willing to talk to whoever.
That's a lesson that still lingers with DFL Representative Athena Hollins.
One of the things she always emphasized was connecting with people as human beings. So getting to know about their kids, about their grandkids, you know, what their health is like, just being humans in this space together. Because we might disagree politically, but we can all see each other as human beings.
Hollins says Hortman would often remind her and her caucus of what really matters, why you're at the Capitol in the first place, to serve your constituents. And Hortman also was among the longest-serving Democrats in the chamber, providing perspective earned with time and setting the example of how to lead.
It's been really hard to sort of wrap my head around her not being here. It seemed as if she was a part of this building. It's like a mother figure that says, like, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. You know, when you tell your kids, like, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. And maybe you don't actually know if it's gonna be okay, but it's reassuring to them.
For Republican House Speaker Lisa Demuth, Hortman in the Speaker's chair is all she ever knew before she herself took on the most powerful position in the chamber. When Hortman had the gavel, Demuth says she arranged weekly meetings with her when she was in the minority.
That's where I think I learned the inside leadership of this place and how it could work, is at least giving time and space as people. And meeting weekly, which is something I've carried forward. Last year, meeting with Melissa weekly. This year, meeting with Zach Stevenson weekly. And so I think I have taken that as a mentorship in wanting to perpetuate that.
DFL Representative Zach Stevenson, the new House DFL leader who knew Hortman for 20 years, first on her campaign and then as a friend and colleague, says she also had the unique ability of nurturing new leaders and believing in their ability to achieve certain things even before they could see it in themselves.
We have a whole generation of people here in the Minnesota House who have benefited from being given opportunities by Melissa Hortman to lead and to show that leadership to the state. So that's really an enduring legacy.
And she shaped the Capitol in ways that aren't visible to the public, like changing the rules so the House has to vote in order to work past midnight for the safety and sanity of lawmakers and staff alike.
And so I suspect a lot of the cultural shifts that she's responsible for will endure.
But for many, like Stevenson, her legacy transcends the four corners of this Capitol building and touches something deeper.
I met Melissa Hortman when I was 17 years old. I'm 41, I'll be 42 in July. And a lot of my life was shaped by our friendship, and I'm just a better person because of it.
Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
The legislature passed a bill renaming the state community solar garden program in her honor. It was one of Hortman's proudest legislative achievements. They also approved a memorial garden for her by the new state office building.
And Highway 610 connecting her district will now be known as Hortman Memorial Highway.